You know, every single college football season, we wait, we watch for that one player who just bursts onto the scene. And for the Florida Gators, well, that moment might have just happened.
So let's really dive into this, because it only took one game against a top 10 opponent, no less, to put the entire Gator Nation on notice. It was something special.
All right, let's set this scene here. Florida's offense, they were struggling. They're facing No 9 Texas, and they are just desperate for a spark. Anything to get them going.
That's what his quarterback, DJ Lagway, was saying before the game. He was hopeful. And you know what? Dallas Wilson didn't just meet that hope. Man, he delivered on it almost right away. And then in the second quarter, it happened. Boom. Wilson finds this little soft spot in the Longhorns' coverage, and Lagway hits him with a perfect 13-yard strike. Touchdown. And listen, this play, it wasn't just about the points on the scoreboard. This was the moment. The exact moment all that preseason hype, all that talk, became a reality. Right there on the field for everyone to see. I mean, you gotta love the official team tweet. Dallas Wilson. Bang. That just says it all, doesn't it? It was this direct, powerful response when the team absolutely needed it the most. So, you might be asking, where did this game-changing freshman even come from? Okay, let's get into his background a little bit. So, let's be clear, Wilson's arrival in Gainesville wasn't quiet. It came with massive expectations. We're talking about a 5-star recruit, one of the top players in the entire country. And get this, in a super dramatic move on National Signing Day, he flipped his commitment from Oregon to stay close to home and play for the Orange and Blue. Now, everyone was anticipating his debut, but it got delayed. A foot injury actually kept him out of Florida's first 4 games of the season. But here's where things get interesting. His own injury wasn't the only thing going on. A key spot in the wide receiver rotation suddenly opened up when another freshman, Muiz Tunkara, was ruled out for the game. It really was kind of the perfect storm, and a door just swung wide open. It was that classic next man up scenario. And Wilson didn't just kind of wander onto the field. He was basically thrust into a position where he had to make an immediate impact. And boy, did he ever seize that moment. And his performance, it wasn't just good for a freshman. No, it was genuinely historic for the Florida Gators program. Let's actually break down what that means. So just by getting this start, he put himself in some seriously rare company. He became only the 18th true freshman wide receiver in the entire history of the program to start a game. That alone is pretty incredible. But here's the real kicker. He became the first true freshman in school history to score a touchdown in his debut start. The first. Ever. That just screams that he was ready for the spotlight, doesn't it? And get this, by halftime, he wasn't just contributing, he was already leading the whole team. 4 catches, 50 yards, and of course, that huge touchdown. He gave this immediate, massive boost to an offense that had been struggling to find any kind of rhythm. So, what does this all mean? Well, this one single performance has pretty much completely changed the outlook, not just for Wilson, but for Florida's entire offense for the rest of the season. And you don't just have to take my word for it. You can hear the excitement right from his quarterback. That connection, that chemistry, that's what fans have been absolutely dying to see. I mean, think about that transformation for a second. In the span of just one game, Wilson went from an injured player on the sidelines to a potential go-to playmaker. He has likely solidified a key role for himself from here on out. So the debut was absolutely historic. The potential is just undeniable. And now the Gator Nation has a brand new source of hope. But the really exciting question is the one we're all thinking now. What does this mean for the future? Is this the start of something big in Gainesville?